Dear students, welcome back to my channel Biology Notes. Today I will discuss one of the important topic, that is plastic pollution. In our today's life we are totally dependent on plastic made materials, but this plastic is now becoming one of the main threat to our planet and its living organisms. Let's see the contents of the video. Today I will discuss general overview on plastics, types and classification of plastics, definitions of plastic pollution, causes and effects of plastic pollution, and how to control the plastic pollution. General overview on plastic. Plastics are a wide range of synthetic or semi-synthetic organic compounds that are malleable and so can be molded into solid objects. They are typically organic polymers of high molecular mass and most commonly derived from petrochemicals. Due to their low cost, ease of manufacture, versatility, and imperviousness to water, plastics are used in a multitude of products of different scales, including paper clips and spacecraft. In 1907, the invention of bakelite brought about a revolution in materials by introducing truly synthetic plastic resins into world commerce. The Society of Plastics Industry established a classification system in 1988 to allow consumers and recyclers to identify different types of plastics. Manufacturers place an SPI code or number on each plastic product, usually molded into the bottom. See the classification table in the next slide. In this table, according to the Society of Plastics Industry, I have tabulated the different types of plastic with code and common household uses. Take some time and read thoroughly. Here I have mentioned two basic definitions of plastic pollution. Number A. Plastic pollution is the accumulation of plastic objects and particles in the Earth's environment that adversely affects wildlife, their habitat, and humans. Number B. Plastic pollution is when plastic has gathered in an area and has begun to negatively impact the natural environment and create problems for plants, wildlife, and even the human population. There are so many causes for plastic pollution. Here I have mentioned some of them. Overuse. Plastic is simply used in an excessive manner in our nowadays society. It comes in the form of packaging. Inexpensive. It is quite inexpensive material for packaging compared to other materials. Therefore, industries usually settle down for the cheapest ways in order to maximize profits. Incorrect disposals. People and industries often do not care too much about the adverse effects if plastic is not disposed properly. This creates great problem to the environment. They may just dispose their plastic waste in nearby rivers or lakes and polluting water system. Fishing. Fishing material like fishing nets is often lost during fishing operations. This means that the plastic items just remain in the sea with all the adverse implied consequences. Toxins released from the plastic nets may hurt fishes and other sea organisms. Sea accident. In case of ship accidents, ships often lose their cargo. This cargo often consists of many plastics items. These items are lost to the sea if ship sinks, releasing the plastic items into the sea and thus leading to serious plastic pollution. Slow decomposition. It takes long time, maybe hundreds to thousands years, to decompose. Overpopulation. Since the number of people on our planet increases consistently, also the amount of trash increases. Since quite a big fraction of this trash is made from plastic, population growth also implies an increase in the plastic pollution problem. Plastic is such a pollutant that it can create different type of pollutions and adverse effects on earth, plants, animals and human. Water pollution. Many plastic items are illegally disposed in our rivers and lakes and eventually end up in our oceans. Right now, large areas of the ocean surface are covered with plastic items and also microplastics. Groundwater pollution. Large amounts of plastic waste are disposed here and there illegally. Harmful components of the plastic trash reach the soil. These harmful compounds are washed through the soil into our groundwater due to rainfalls, resulting contamination of groundwater. Air pollution. In order to get rid of the plastic garbage, it is often burned. However, in the combustion process, many harmful and toxic substances like sulfur dioxide, dioxins, furans, heavy metals, hydrochloric acid vapors are released in the air. Soil pollution. Plastics are often stored in landfills. Harmful substances are likely to reach the soil if the landfills are not set up properly. Land pollution. The areas where people are less educated and do not care too much about environmental standards, people often just dispose their plastic trash in their backyards. Land gets polluted, soil erosion takes place, etc. On food chain, many aquatic animals like fishes consume small particles of plastic with their food. Then they get contaminated by the harmful compounds of these plastics. Now, when we eat these fishes, we also get contaminated. On plants. Plants usually require stable conditions in order to grow and replicate efficiently. If the surrounding area is contaminated by plastic waste, this waste may release toxic compounds which in turn may harm the growth behavior of plants. On animals. In areas where people illegally dump their plastic waste in forest, animals living in this forest are likely to get contaminated when the plastic trash slowly decomposes over time and harmful substances are released on nearby plants. On human, every day we are consuming microplastics through our daily food and drinks. It creates severe health effects in our body like irritation in the eye, vision failure, breathing difficulties, liver dysfunctions, cancers, skin diseases, cardiovascular problems, etc. Global warming. In order to get rid of the plastic trash, it is often burned. Then many greenhouse gases like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide are released in the air, ultimately leading to global warming. If we wish, then we can easily control plastic pollution by following methods. Recycle and reuse. Recycling and reuse of plastic items or gadgets are the best technique to fight plastic pollution. Cleanups. These are important in oceans where large surface areas are already covered by plastic items. Avoid plastic packaging. Replacing items that have plastic wrapping with items that are wrapped in paper could also mitigate the plastic problem. Proper disposal. Useless plastic material should be disposed in proper places like dustbins. We should not throw plastic items here and there. Avoid bottled water. When we will go outside for the purpose of office, school, tour, etc., we should carry a reusable bottle instead of buying packaged drinking water bottles. Nowadays, in every public places like important bus stops, railway station, airports, hygienic water is available. Buy second-hand items. Buying second-hand items instead of new ones is one of the best way to mitigate plastic pollution. Switch to organic food stores. Buying from organic food stores may be a good alternative since they often use packaging material which can be recycled in a more environmentally friendly way than plastic. Avoid plastic carry bags. Whenever you will go market for marketing, take your own reusable carry bag every time instead of taking plastic carry bags from shopkeepers. Government regulations. Government should take strong actions against use of plastic items like plastic carry bag, coffee cup, etc. Higher taxes on plastics. Plastic items could also be subject to higher taxes. Then it will become more expensive for industries to produce and use plastic packaging. Price of the item will also high to the customer and they will refrain from buying plastic items. So students, this is all about general overview on plastic pollution. I hope this video will really help you. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get notification of new video. Stay with us. Thank you.